Okay, what's up everybody? Today I'm gonna be doing something a little different. We're in the garage here, and as you see I got a hodgepodge of items laid out. And the reason I got these items laid out is this is about unconventional survival ideas. And what I want, some of y'all to do, if you get a chance, of course I can't think of everything, but I want to start something where people start looking at everyday items and how they can be used, potentially used in a survival situation. And that's kind of where I'm going with this. A lot of times when people talking about survival, often people focus on firearms and people talk about food, water. Of course, some of the things you're definitely going to need, but there are a lot of other considerations that we don't want to forget about. Things that we have around the house that if something happened, we might not even think to use. So let's start looking at different things we can do and different things you have around the house that you don't have to go and purchase, hopefully, and that you could utilize. One, the battery. This isn't supposed to be in here. I'm sure it got some uses. I don't even feel like thinking about what the use of that battery is. We just use this for an experiment, which I'll be showing y'all later. Let's start with the hand truck. The hand truck, and show them the yellow carriage cart here. A lot of people think that when something happens, if something happens, that a lot of people are big on stacking a lot of stuff at home and all that kind of stuff. Stacking out the basement and storage storage room and all that with food and different items, toiletries and so on, and that's good. But we also have to remember that a situation could happen where we're not, we make an assumption that we're going to be at home when something happens. More than likely, if there's another 9/11, something along those lines, or some type of natural disaster, you'll probably be at work when it happens. And the kids will be at school and so on and so on. So it might be a situation where you might have to be in the area that was ground zero and you can't get to your house. And the things at your house, even though you stored up a lot of stuff, is now all for naught. Not to say that you shouldn't do that, but we just got to be, one of the key things, and always in survival, any form of survival, is mobility. And you got to be able to move. You got to be, not saying you're going to have to move, but you have to have the capability and the capacity to move if required. So how does the hand truck play into it? Well, a lot of people think that they automatically assume something goes bad, that it's automatically going to be a tactical situation. That's not necessarily so. More than likely not, because even if there was a nuclear attack in Atlanta and downtown, I would be definitely moving out of the area. I'd try to load up the truck if the truck is running. If the truck not running, then we need other means to move out the area, and it's going to be slow going, no doubt about it. If you don't have a vehicle, your progress, no matter how well you plan, is going to be very slow. If the roads are shut down, your progress is going to be, at a crawl. But that still doesn't mean that you don't need to move, because, like I say, we're about 20 minutes from downtown Atlanta. We within the blast wave radius. We probably, we'll definitely get some structural damage and some high winds and eventual radiation, depending on which way the winds are going. So we would definitely need to move out of the area. Nuclear bombs generally generate an EMP. And an EMP is an electromagnetic pulse that'll shut down everything that's electronic permanently. Your cell phone, your car, anything that has circuitry in it will pretty much be dead. So we wouldn't be able to use our phones and our cars and stuff like that. So we had to go back to mechanical devices, and once again, that's where this type of stuff comes in. If my family and I need to move, we got our tent, we got our kids and stuff like that, it'd be nice to be able to throw this hand truck. Even carrying it like that can carry a lot of weight. We can pack a lot of packs on here, and it'll help, definitely helping out if we gotta walk and we carrying a load. This hand truck would definitely come in handy. We could pack a lot of stuff on here, at least a couple of 100 pounds. I think it's rated to this one might be 800 pounds. This hand truck can carry a total of 800 pounds, and all of our gear together shouldn't weigh that much. We can put a cool on there where we got our food, we put our family tent, and all the little things that we need to put on there. And then we got tie downs. We can strap it across different kind of ways. That's important too, to have those tie downs. But this could carry a lot. And then this what'll help. We can take turns carrying it. and you're really not carrying the 800 pounds because everybody understands physics and how the lever balances out the weight. You won't be carrying, the weight you carrying won't so much be perceived. And as one person tires, the other person can take it up. So that's one use for this. This cart over here, of course, is more heavy duty, and this will definitely be easy. This will be easy for the women and female. We got this at, I think we bought this at Home Depot, Lowe's somewhere. It costs about $100, and I'm not saying go out and buy this. But, you know, you got to look sometimes at junk sales and different places, a lot of thrift stores. You can come up on some stuff if you really take the time to look. And you might be able to find carts and stuff like that. Just keep it in mind that, you know, the used carts, you'll see this and not even think, hey, I can pack all my stuff on there. You know, and this could carry 1,000 pounds, I think. And it's a lot easier. It has 4 wheels. And it might seem, you might say, oh, that's crazy. We're going to be walking down the street like that. You never know. You know, if people are on foot walking, this is going to help us carry a great deal more and for greater distances than other people will. And the one thing about this, that has off-road capability. So if I got to go over dirt and go over uneven ground, these heavy tires and large size tires will actually help. And then, you know, if people got to get behind it and push it or whatever, you got a 4-man team, your wife, the kids, this thing could really come in handy. Of course, ours is dirty and junky. I just want to use it for this demonstration. So that's one thing to consider. Another thing, going to this, the chainsaw. If there's you just had a major tornado, I think in, what was that, Missouri somewhere. Even if there's a nuclear explosion and you have winds, nuclear bombs generally generate winds around 650 to, I think, between 650 to 800 miles an hour, depending on your distance from the blast. So you're definitely going to have some structural damage. You're going to have collapsed buildings, fallen telephone poles, dropped trees, and everything else. So a chainsaw might really come in handy as far as, even if your vehicles are mobile. There's an earthquake and the building shift and trees falling, telephone poles. You got to think. I know in Georgia, some places you have utilities on the ground, but you still have trees all over the place. So that you can have roads blocked. It'd be good to be able to get your chainsaw out and get the cutting on those trees to clear a path for yourself. So don't sleep on the value of chainsaws. Next, we have here. This is a large. This is a more for when you carrying, if you have a vehicle tie down. But I just put it there so you can see. It's good to have some type of rope, and of course I've been using my rope, so it's crazy like this. Always put your rope back, keep your rope clean, and keep it tied up nice and neat. I'll show you how to do that in another video. But rope is important because you never know when you may have to pull somebody else. It'll be nice to have something strong enough like this. I can actually use this to tow another car or pull another car out of a ditch, or, you know, something heavy. I might need to run it around a tree and use the truck to pull the tree. So you definitely want to have some type of heavy duty rope or cord to pull stuff with, you know. So that's important. Moving over to here, this is my USGI shovel. You can get these at Army Navy surplus store. Do not get the ones from Walmart and the little cheap $10, $15 ones, because anybody can tell you that's been the training that they all break. You want to get your real USGI shovel if you buy one. I mean, it's just good to have in your kit anyway. You got a lot of lookalikes, but the quality is not the same, without doubt. And that's kind of how they go, and they screw down. You know, it just folds out. But if you don't have that, a regular shovel will do too. You know, so just think about that. If you got a bail and leave the house, tools. I don't have any tools laid out, but tools are important. If you got a tool chest, keep that. You never know when the car might break down. You might need to change something. You might need to take. You might find other cars that are abandoned and broke down, and you need to take something off one vehicle and put it on your vehicle. You know, you never know. So tools are very important. Going back to this, I can't understate the importance of having some type of tool for destroying stuff. And when I say that, I mean this axe is good. I like this type. Only thing I don't like about it is because it's really not wood. I would like for the piece to come all the way through here. So if I broke this handle, I could replace it with a tree limb or something like that, or some other piece of wood that I could carve and fit into there. But this plastic is supposed to be unbreakable, but you know how it is. The plastic might not break, but it might eventually come loose here from hitting things. But I like the fact that I can hammer on this end
and chop on this. And if I needed to bust the door frame down because the house slid off its foundation and the kids trapped in the room, I can use this to break, bust a hole through the wall and just try to get to them. Or I might have to use it to break material off the garage door to get the truck out. Let's say the door is jammed and I can't get the truck out. I need something to be able to tear stuff up so I can beat my way in. This is not necessarily something you would have to have neither one of these, but it's good to have some type of chopping and pounding tool that you can break, like I say, break doors or go through walls with and stuff like that. These, you wouldn't carry these in your kit, but as far as like just keeping in mind that you have this stuff, so when you throwing everything else in the truck, if you're trying to bail out, take this stuff with you because it'll come in handy. Now going over here to the skates, you might say, "Why I got skates here?" Well, if you're a single person, we got a lot of lone wolves out there preparing, or if you got a family, it's just good to have. I really didn't have what I really wanted. I wanted one of those. I've been looking at just different, alternative ideas for what I could keep in my car in case there was an EMP. The worst thing I think could happen in this country, as far as really undermining everybody who's prepared, is an EMP attack. Because if that happens, let's say you out at the store or whatever, you at work and there's an EMP, then your vehicles don't work. Nobody's vehicles work. So you trapped where you at, and you got to move by foot. But having some skates in your trunk, or having one of those little what do they call those things, TJ? The little like a skateboard that has the little stick on it.
Scooter.
A scooter, like one of those collapsible scooters. Keep those in your trunk. You can keep that in your trunk of your car. Keep a pair of skates. So even if you got your bug out kit, your daily emergency kit in your car, keep your pair of skates in there because you can skate your way down the highway. I guarantee you that walk that would have took you maybe 2 hours to get home or 4 hours will probably be cut down to 2.5 to 3 hours if you're skating, or definitely if you have a scooter, and then it'll take less. You'll have increased mobility, and the weight that you're carrying will seem a little bit, won't burden you as much because you won't be carrying it as long as you would have if you were walking. So this is, like I say, this is unconventional thinking. But having a pair of skates or scooter, or some people, I see some people have bike racks. If you got a bike rack on your truck, I don't know, every day you don't want to be going around with keeping your bike on your rack because you know how people steal. So skates or a little collapsible scooter that can fit in your trunk, to me, would be an excellent idea. Going over to the bike, it's good to have a bike, any kind of bike. You don't have to have a mountain bike, just a bike, period. But you can, what I do suggest is that you go to some little some store that sells like little bike kits. Now these things really, I've been looking at different models and I still haven't. This is the one I got on. I got this from a department, one of the little department stores or whatever you want to call it. And they really, most of them, I don't care how they look, generally say they won't hold more than 25 pounds. So to me, that's kind of a downer because most people's kit's gonna weigh more than that. So I mean, you see some people, they'll tie the post office crates on the back. That's a great idea. But your weight, the actual weight, the carrying weight of these things is really not that strong. But it's good to have one because you can mitigate that weight by kind of working and having it on your bike back and ride with it. Now everybody in our family has a bike. I mean, I don't have to tell you how important that'll be because if you can't, this will be more like if you were at home and something happened and your truck not working or your car not working or whatever, get on your bike and roll out. So it's good to have a bike and it's a lot more can be done to this bike to make it prep. But like I said, what I want you guys to do too, send me your ideas, make some videos. We post a lot of stuff on the Safo. Every now and then we get hits from other people making comments, but we would like to have other people post videos too. If you got some ideas, I don't care if you feel like they're stupid or not, run them. We don't judge people's videos as far as their ideas. I mean, it's your idea. You might have something that we haven't thought of. So please feel free to shoot us a line. One of the other things I got right here, if you have to be out long term, I don't know if I put this in the video before. That's upside down. It's good to have. Sometimes you won't have the chance if it's raining or whatever, or it's bad weather.
you might not have time to build a campfire, so it's good to have some kind of portable stove. You can have too, don't forget, hold on 1 second, there's something else there right there. There are all kind of little stoves out there. This is one of those. Y'all seen this? If you ever been to a catering event, you see the people have these little sterno cans like this. I actually keep one of these in each one of my packs because sometimes I might be in a situation where I don't want people to smell. I don't have time to be gathering wood and building a fire or leaving a fire signature. But I need to heat something up, and these things burn clean. They don't generate smoke, so it's good to keep these little sterno cans in your kit. You can get your another little thing like this, or you can just make your little aluminum foil thing. You know, kind of place it over there like that if you had to, and boil your cup of water, put a pot on it, whatever. You know, this stove, you can get these. What do you think about carrying them in the store? I haven't finalized on it yet. It has a little groove there. Make it in the groove. Oh, I gotta turn it off. Put it in the groove. You boil water with it. Just convenient. It's can. I think I spoke on this in another video. I can't remember. But you know, it's just a good little thing to have. Goes high. We use it a lot, and actually I've been using this same can for the longest. I don't know. You know, we went camping with it. I haven't changed this can out since we got it, but man, it's been working for a long time. I don't know what's the actual cooking out. I guess I could try to figure that out one day, but I don't have time. So it's easy to save. Just pop this lever up. All of them have this little gap right here, so you know it's in the right place. And if I leave the can in, but I just turn it out of the gap. I don't leave it in the gap. I just turn it another direction. That way it can't accidentally come on. And basically, when you're done cooking, you turn that thing over like that. Put it in, put it back in its locking case. So that's one thing. And our last item, this is not really, I don't know how to categorize this. This is something, I got this idea from another guy online. I can't remember who he was, but this is not my idea. But I saw a guy doing it. I can't remember his name. I like to give people credit when they teach me stuff. That's my bag. But this is basically a cachet tube, and what it is, I went and got some PVC, like the guy said, from a 4-inch PVC. I got the end cap that goes on it like this. You can seal that with like you know, like the pipe cement glue. And on the other end, I have this. I forgot what you call this, but it's a twist pressure cap. When I put this on here, it's loose. But as you twist this nut here, it expands. You see, you try to lift it up, it's airtight now. So, and watertight. So, what you can do with this, if you have some property, or hell, you go out in the woods where people normally don't be at, I say put a magnet or something on here to mark it, take a GPS and wherever you hide it at. You can take, the purpose of it is hiding stuff, or like they say, cachet and stuff. I'm gonna necessarily say hide. You can put canned food in here. You know, put your couple of food, cans of food. Put you some magazines in here, some ammo. Like this, they can fit an AK mag. You can put boxes of ammunition, stuff like that. This book won't fit, but you can find your small little survival manual to put in there. You know, all kind of stuff you can put in there. Just showing you. Put the tie back on, and you dig a hole in the ground and just bury it in the ground. That'll help. You can take gun parts, spare parts. I mean, use your imagination. You can put some of everything in there. And it'd be nice if you had a bag where you wouldn't just put stuff in here like I just did. But you'll kind of put the items that you want to keep in there. It could be ID. It could be, you know, just important papers and stuff like that that you won't hid. Make sure you do it on your property or somewhere where you know you can retrieve this without problems. And you know, that's just one way. There are other things you can use,
But I like the Cache tube just because I know it's waterproof and strong material. Don't have to worry about the bugs eating through that. They're not getting through that no kind of way. Do have to be concerned about this metal top. You probably want to paint that. But this is the one I just keep for display and show. That's about it, man. There's some of the unconventional things I wanted to show you. So, like I said, if you have any ideas, please share them with us at Asafo Gun Club. Peace.